So, I don't remember where the last time I left off and what I said the last time, but so tomorrow, let's see. So Facebook is going to go down like TikTok. Just one reason, and that is because this is my prediction. I think my children are missing, and I think I've said this a couple of times. And in order for the stepmother not to be in trouble, or the step and their father, they need to get rid of all the pictures because they have friends higher up who are going to let someone else pretend to be my child. So I'm not really sure how that's going to work, or why that matters. But apparently my daughter, I think I said this the last time. Anyways, these higher ups are supposedly, they need me in jail for at least just one night. I don't really know what for, but I haven't done anything wrong, mind you. Like, the most illegal thing that I've done on my own free will is get into my mother's car more recently, knowing that my license was suspended, and drive it to the laundromat, or literally drive it like 5 minutes down the road to where the grocery store is. I really need to do my eyebrows. Anyways, we're not into the vanity stuff right at the moment. As you can see, I'm kind of heavy, but anyways, I don't really give a fuck. I guess since Trump is in office, all of the laws are going to change, but everybody's okay with this, and I'm okay with it too, as long as I get to know what the laws are. I don't really have a choice. It's how kind of it goes. I'm not in politics, so I can't really be a lawmaker and help establish the laws, but however that works out. And yeah, I guess my daughter was set on fire today. I guess she had a meeting with Trump on Sunday or something. I'm not really sure, but I think my kids are missing. But then she has a boyfriend here, and her life seems pretty normal, like in the pictures. But again, I have this crazy pedophile in my life, this asshole who raped me as a kid, who is still alive and is so I showed you the pictures of when they shot up the wall, and I happened to send a tip in to a police station that that person, I believe, is speaking. And then lo and behold, they get shot at shortly thereafter. I find it kind of humorous. Then I said that my phone was cloned, so there's another issue. But anyways, I've been in New Hampshire since the 8th. I have to text my boss tomorrow, which is just stresses me out just a tiny bit, but not enough. I guess it gives me a reason to stay in New Hampshire to find my kids, but it also gives me, I don't really know what it does. I have to talk to him. He seems pretty flexible. I do have proof I'm still in New Hampshire, so it's not like I'm out there relapsing or something stupid. But yes, my brother is getting beat up, and I guess my kids are like, I can't even tell you the crazy stuff I've heard that they've done to my son, but some of that shit scares me. Like, I guess there's videos online from him being thrown from cars, and same thing with, I guess, some of the stuff that they've done to my dad, which at one point in time they tried convincing that my dad was Hitler. They tried convincing me that one of my bosses was somebody, and somebody, oh thank God, I swear some of the stuff they said is ridiculous. Some of it is, I mean, I've not necessarily proven them wrong, but some of the stuff they said has been not valid. And some of the other stuff is I still have yet to validate it. Like, I don't know what I did for my kids not to talk to me, so it's kind of scary to know that, like, if some of the stuff that they say is true, that I do know that the great grandmother asked my kids not to, you know, that if they stayed, they would get the house, which kind of terrifies me, because if this stuff was really happening since I left, then I can't imagine the stuff that would have happened had she had stayed and not gone to Colorado with me. You know, like, I don't think either of my kids actually finished school. I mean, one person told me that my son can't even read, which is kind of terrifying, because I thought I did a better job than that myself. But apparently, I don't know how you let a teenager get through school and like sit here and say that their mom's a bad person, and then yet not even be aware of the fact that he may not even be able to read, which kind of just blows my mind. You know, like, how does he have a cell phone? How does he do anything on his cell phone? Like, I'm confused, but whatever. Some stuff, like I said, doesn't make sense to me. Some stuff doesn't need to make sense to me. Some stuff I don't need to make sense of, and the other stuff is just not my problem. I mean, I can't. My kids are adults now. I will try to find them like I need to, like any good mother would. But at the same time, I know the realistic outcome is going to be that they're going to tell me that they're adults, and I have to sit and wait patiently. Well, that sitting and waiting patiently could get my kids murdered. So, I mean, if they are missing, so it's just kind of frustrating. So, I guess I'm kind of stuck at the crossroads of like I said before, I'm kind of hopeful that, in a weird way, I do not have a job at my day job. But at the other token, I kind of hope that I do, because it gives me a reason to go back. But then I can just go to school, and there's other things I can do, and it's just kind of frustrating because I don't know. It's the outcome of everything is just. I love being a mom. One thing in the world is I love the most is being a mom. I know a bunch of people didn't get to know me, so they just, you know, they just assume they know everything, and I can't help them on that one. But I don't know what to say. I feel like I have to cross that road when it gets there. So the only thing I can do is worry about myself. They are not in my control. I've never been able to control them. I've never been able to control who they talk to, what they talk to, what they do on the internet. I've never been able to do that. I've known that since I was little, because nobody can control what I do, when I do it, how I do it. So I'm not going to like try to control my children. They were allowed to do not everything. Okay, my kids couldn't run the muck because I would make sure that they got, you know, whatever. But I definitely don't need to know, like, I'm not a hover mother. I don't need to be. I think any mother who's a hover mother has something that they're afraid of. And so at the end of the day, either my daughter has a boyfriend and she's perfectly fine here, and so is my son, or the boyfriend's a part of the something other, and I don't really want to think the worst case scenario, so I'm going to continue just moving on with my life, thinking that for some reason they don't want to talk to me, and I don't really know why, but I'm a nice person, and I get that nobody else is nice, so I guess I don't really need to be nice back, but I still got to do it in the most polite, kindest way ever, because that's who I am, and I'm not going to really change who I am because somebody else is rude. So, you know, if they are out there mangling kids and doing all this crazy stuff, then it's going to be kind of crazy when those, you know, everything else falls into place of all the stuff that they're trying to do. I don't really know what they're trying to do, though, so I'm going to continue trying to hope that I can talk to my kids, even if I have to try to find a way to provoke them out. I mean, I know they're going on vacation in March, so I still have another 30-something days before they go on vacation, but we'll see. Oh yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to call the courthouse because I need to try to get a Zoom court hearing or a WebEx court hearing for some dumbass shit that shouldn't even be on my thing, but because I'm not going to jail for this shit. Like I said, whoever needs me in jail just for whatever reason. So I don't, it's nothing they can really put me in jail for. So I guess I just pay like the $50 to bond out like immediately or whatever it is. So even though I shouldn't have to, because I was already in jail during the time that it's my trespassing tickets that I originally got arrested on. I think we went over this last time. And I was in jail, and the idea that the courthouse made me miss court or the jail made me miss court is even more complex. But just it goes to show you that this is why the cop said I spit on him when I just disagreed with him. I still would like to get those video footage. So I guess while I'm there, I want to try to get, if I end up in jail, I'm going to make the public defender good to me, because I want to be on TV then. Especially since I'll be in jail for nothing, and it'll be kind of funny. So that'll be exciting. Very, very exciting. I guess it's just a way to get my mom. But then at the same token, I'm told that my brother's being assaulted in in Colorado. So it's kind of hard to figure out, like, I don't really know how it works. I don't really care how it works. It's not my fucking business. I'm a kid. I was the kid when they were raping me. I'm still the kid in this situation. I feel like they expected me to have these adult mindsets that I can't. Even now, I'm just, I can't. Like, how would you expect my children to think that way? Like, I'm confused. Like, if you tell a kid their whole life that adults go to jail when they do something wrong, and then all of a sudden you're like, well, there's an exception, and that exception is I don't know, there's just that exception. That kid isn't going to sit there and be like, oh, well, how do I identify? Okay, I guess it's not a good scenario. So if I'm told that my best friend is 16 when we meet, and I come to find out later that she lied and she was really 18. Okay, let's go younger. My friend in elementary school, I knew that she was born in 81, so that put her 2 years older than me. Come to find out, she was really born in 79, so she was technically actually 4 years older than me. How come I didn't figure that out? Because kids don't think like that. She just showed up one day at school, and she was like a really good friend of mine. For a couple of years anyways, or for 2 years or whatever long she was there. I think she was there for 4th and 5th grade. Come to find out, she should have actually been like in 9th grade. She didn't act it, she didn't, but she was 2 years, supposedly just 2 years older than me. Come to find out, she's like literally 4 years older than me. But somebody did that to my brother in high school too, so I don't know how these kids are actually able to do that stuff. Like, he was in my grade, and I'm 4 grades ahead of my brother, 5 years older, and this kid's like was in my grade and then ended up graduating again with my brother or something. I don't know. I have no idea. But I was asked, how come I couldn't figure that out? Because I was 11, 9, 10, 11, whatever, however old you are in 4th grade. So when we were talking about our birthdays, it never dawned on me like, no, really, what's your real birthday? The school accepted it as her birthday. Her parents made me believe that was her birthday. She made me believe that was her birthday. I didn't know that as a kid I should assume that somebody else automatically has a different birthday. Or at least the year they were born in is different or something. I'm really kind of confused, but yeah, and I even think that the kid and she ended up calling me actually on the phone one time, years and years and years ago, but I hadn't seen her in years, and I guess she worked for some credit card company, and I didn't know. It's kind of weird how she got my number. She's talking to me, blah, 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 blah. It's like, cool. She's like, I might call you later. I never heard from her again. I've talked to her a couple times on Facebook, and Then she was one of those people who just disappeared off Facebook. She got really healthy and stopped doing stuff on Facebook. So I guess like, and these are those people that I swear to God, like they're the ones who ask you, like, not ask you. They're the ones who tell you the child asked for it. So they side with like pedophiles. They're like, the child asked for it. They were begging for it. Bitch, please. The woman was asking for it. She was wearing a tummy shirt. That's these kind of people. That's this mentality of person. It's automatically the victim's fault because this person's always the victim. And they're always the victim until like they're such an asshole that like they end up killing somebody or something. I don't know. I hope my kids are still alive and I hope they're okay. So anyways, I'm really not a conspiracy theorist. I'm just trying to make sure that my somewhat's documented. Some shit makes me feel crazy, although I know I'm not crazy. But like I said, there's a bullet hole in my wall, so that just proves to you like I'm not completely crazy. I'm crazy about blueberries. Not really, but God, my face is fat. Anyways, all right. Just needed to vent. Good night.